Nothing too crazy today. I'm just going to do a little bit of work on the car. Nothing too major. All I'm doing today is I've started doing it already, and that's running lines down the center of the car. And all I've done so far is I've got this line here, the silver one, which is it goes up to the engine. That's going to be our vacuum line for our booster. It's aluminium fuel line. It's 3/8, and you can see, once it focuses, the ABS is gone. I've run a single line down the middle for the brake lines. For the brake line to go to the back, T's goes off to each side, factory lines. Cable clipped it here and there. I have to put a few more in to pass cert. There's the brake line and the hard line. And today I'm going to concentrate on let's get in the better light. I've got the fuel pump there, loops around, goes through the fuel filter, and I'm going to run the main feed line up the tunnel and also the return back to the tank up the tunnel. And it's got to be all cable clipped every 300mm past cert, and we're going to do it. Well, I kind of got a little bit carried away. It's the next week. I'll show you what I've done. I'll go to the front. First of all, I've mounted, it's up high, but I've mounted a battery in the front left corner, and people seem to get a bit triggered when they see that. All I'm trying to do is offset some of the rear weight and also the right hand weight. So I'm trying to put some weight on the left front. But people seem to have a bit of a freak out when they see that, and it's alright. So battery's mounted, it's solid as, it's sitting in little foam strips, can't go anywhere. Obviously the front's off the car. I've made an earth cable there that bolts into the front of the chassis, and I've run a power cable along, all P-clipped every 300, P-clip, bit of glue, P-clip. There's a bit of glue under that tape there just so it doesn't sag or move so much. And it's going up and around, up through where the fuel tank used to be, and it's up there bundled up, ready to go when we need to sort out where it's going to go exactly on the motor. And our fuel system is all plumbed, ins, outs, returns, same old story, P-clipped, all the way along, up and over that bracket there, and along the back there, up there, and up there, waiting for, everything's bundled up, waiting for whatever we're going to do with the fuel system. Vacuum lines there, everything's protected, P-clipped, wrapped, can't go anywhere, so it's all good, we're all done. And unfortunately I've got to go home and see how we go, and there'll be another update in a couple of weeks, I'd imagine, of speed oil work. So we're looking all good. Yeah, but the battery thing, I know you're not supposed to put things too far forward of the front axle. It's only a little battery, it's 400 amps, it's 8.5 kilos, I think, something like that. Aluminium bracketry. It's going to be protected in there from mud and what have you, with the front bumper in the in a guard. Excuse the noise of the rain. And we will just see what happens. Some people have said that there's a safety issue with it being there. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing. I'll look into it a bit deeper, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, batteries sit in the front of the cars anyway, but this is sort of sitting a bit lower and more vulnerable where it is. So we'll just have to see what people's the cert guy says. I'm pretty sure it's not in the cert manual. I'll have to double check. I should have probably checked it, but I know a lot of drag cars and that have the batteries right in the front here, and they seem to go through scrutineering fine here in New Zealand, so I'm not sure what everybody's getting so upset about. And as for the weight, well, you know, is what it is. If it's no good, well, I can put it, you know, if I was to put it at the back here where the engine is going to be or somewhere, then everybody would have a shit over it being at the back where it's with the heavy motor and everything's back. But you know, I'm doing everything I can to have the weight as forward as possible. I've got the engine, the V6 when it's sitting in here is sitting well forward of what anybody else does. Usually people cut that cross member there and notch it out for the diff and everything. I've got my one sitting way forward. I've got absolutely nothing behind it. I don't have a exhaust system or anything. Only thing I'm going to have back there is a catch can, so it's breathing at the back of the car safely. And I've got the coolant overflow bottle at the back there. But there's going to be nothing else here. No intercoolers, no turbos, no exhaust, nothing. So I'm trying to get my weight into the centre of the car, and the only thing that people seem to have a problem with is obviously the battery. But that's alright, we'll see how we go. And we'll see you next time. See you later. Oh, and just on a side note, I've got the motor still sitting here. I've just set the turbo and everything on it just so everybody can sort of see what we're dealing with and what's going on. It's a bit dark, I know, but that's going to be next on the list pretty much. A little tiny bit of wiring to organise, and then I'm going to have to bite the bullet and finally get into getting this motor sorted. So there it is, one 3.5 litre V6 with a big turbo. Cool, see ya, bye.